Hi guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's the king himself again, and I'm welcoming you in a very exotic style again. Please, if you are new on this channel, do where to click on subscription and do where to click on the notification bell. I promise you, and I bet it with you, you won't even want to miss out on any of our fresh updates. My dad had a movie he was supposed to release in April. Dejo Tunfulu song reveals. Well, I know most of us remembers Mr. Dejo Tunfulu, who died yesterday, popularly known as Dejo Tunfulu. A very good, when I talk about being good, a very, very good and creative comic character, comic actor who in the Nollywood Yoruba industry. In fact, it was a very huge shock. It was a very huge shock when he died. It saw something people didn't expect. Nobody expected that though. And so now it's a very painful thing. Um, Nollywood industry lost the veteran actor. Dejo featured a lot of people, and he has been featured. If I want to exaggerate, let me say more than 100 movies. Yes, he has been featured in more than 100 movies. This guy is a star. Yeah, he's a star, and he's respected for that. Then the song spoke about him. He said was supposed to release a movie in April. If you've not forgotten, uh, a news reaching us made us to know that he was vomiting blood or something, and then he was rushed to the hospital. The children of the Dejo Tunfulu were in shock at their father's demise. Yeah, it was so shocked. A first son, Junior, looks exactly just like him, like Otipoju. He revealed that his father had an unfulfilled dream in the movies he had produced but were yet to be released to the public. He told newsmen, said, "My dad believed in me that I can act. I used to be nervous and scared. He had 4 children. He was sick before he died. He told my younger brother that we should not fight the doctors before he passed on. He was taken to Ikorodu General Hospital where his colleagues showed up and they really tried their best for him." It was as if maybe he knew he was going to die. Rather, I said he knew he was going to die. I appreciate their effort because they stood by him. That's coming from the son. Said, "I pray my dad soul rest in peace. My dad already created some things for us, his children, before he died. Some of his films have not been produced, and he was supposed to release them before he passed on. I just have to make him proud of wherever he is." That was what he told me last year. Well, I don't understand. Maybe the son wants to continue the legacy of the father. That's by, acting. I don't know. I don't know his plans. I don't know his plans, but to be a good thing, to be a good thing. But I'm not trying to say because his father was an actor, then his son too should must be an actor. No, no, no. I'm not trying to say that. Another of the late actor's children, that's Victoria. She stated that they would appreciate whatever help they could get. Yeah, ah, I feel so pained. I feel so pained, man. She said, "In any way the government can help us and support us, they should. Even if it is school fees, house rent, or job opportunities, we would appreciate. 3 of us are still in school." Ah, God. At this point, I am really pained. I'm really pained. Corroborating his brother, one of the deceased sons, Mui, said, "My dad had a movie he was supposed to release in April. He had finished producing it. Yeah, he has already finished. He was oti shetan, according to the son. He said oti shetan already, and then so it's just for him to, and then it is well. That's what I know. It is well. It is just well. Seriously, it is well. It is well. Then the painful thing about the death is what I'm about to tell you guys. His daughter, that's the just father, the just daughter said, "My father was given poor attention at the general hospital." Pamela, the daughter of comic actor Dejo Tunfulu, has recounted how her father was given poor attention at the Ikorodu General Hospital when he was admitted. She stated that she could assume that the poor attention given to him contributed to his death. Pamela, while speaking with BB News Yoruba, said, "I think it was malaria. He went out 3 nights ago When he came back, he collapsed. We took him to the General Hospital Ikorodu. I was there with him. The General Hospital Ikorodu didn't try at all. Everything they needed, we provided it. But they didn't give him good attention. They did not give him good attention. Okay. He said they have poor management. I could assume that the poor attention given to him contributed to his death. Well, we couldn't have said that. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The Yoruba people, we are fond of saying, "Ohun pamọ́ ojú Ọlọ́run tó." Nobody knows what happened. The doctor said, even when he want to pee, we paid for it. In a general hospital, we paid for almost, said we paid for almost everything. After we paid for the blood, they still collect blood from us. They delayed us a lot. And she was crying when she was saying all those things, like crying so much. Like they she said they contributed to the death of my father. Said because he was giving poor attention at the general hospital at Ikorodu. At least they should have just attended to him very well. They should have just attended to him. This is my father. And you can still remember I said Dejo, native of Abeokuta, but he was born in Lagos, Idumota, Lagos Island. Lagos Island. So that's coming from the daughter. So my father was given poor attention at the general hospital. He wasn't treated well. They had to pay for blood. They had to pay for even when he wanted to pee. They had to pay for a lot of things. And the doctor said it was just malaria. Just malaria. He went out 3 nights ago. He came back and then he collapsed. But when according to a news reaching us, we were made to know that he's still being, they said they still wanted to perform autopsy. But the family members said, well, just bury him, Jerry. They wanted to know the autopsy, like to just know what caused the death. But this is the daughter now saying, I think it was malaria. Because when he came back, he went out and he came back and he collapsed. He collapsed. It's a very painful thing. Well, we was buried yesterday amidst tears and wailing. We just see a lot of actors and actresses, people like Madam Shaje and Jirebi, that's Paola Sende. They were his mentors when he was alive. Even according to news, they groomed him up. They groomed him up. And then, it was very funny when we had, he learned printing. He was a printer before his death, though he didn't practice, but he learned it and he had the certificate. We're just like, wow, the job, may his soul rest in peace. It's a painful thing. It's a painful thing. It's a painful thing. And then the children are now soliciting for help. So please just help us. Because my dad even had the movie he was supposed to release in April. Help us. Please. So please, let's just remember the family in prayer. Thank you very much. I am grateful that you listen.